Mick Mulvaney. Getty Images. Dear John, Mick Mulvaney, head of the Office of Management and Budget, is being optimistic about the future growth of the economy. I am skeptical that the middle-class tax refunds alone will give the economy a big enough boost. Consumer spending cannot grow very much when millennials, who make up the largest cohort in the workforce, are working at lower-paying or part-time jobs. The next largest cohort, baby boomers, are mostly retired or getting ready to retire and are not spending as much, living on Social Security. So to grow the economy at a sustained 3%, businesses must take the money received from tax cuts and go on a capital spending spree. We also need to repatriate the trillions of dollars that companies parked overseas and require investments in infrastructure in order to qualify for lower tax rates. The only long-term solution to reducing the debt is to go after entitlements. As director, Mulvaney must use political spin to create a rosy economic scenario. MF. Dear MF, of course Mulvaney is being optimistic. That's his job. Yes, entitlements are out of control. But when people can get almost as much on Social Security and disability as they can working, who can expect them to pass up such a great deal? Social Security isn't an entitlement, we paid a lot of money into it. But it looks and feels like an entitlement to baby boomers who have to decide whether or not to retire. And if the available jobs aren't attractive enough, a hell of a lot of boomers are going to call it quits. And that's going to create a very large problem for the Social Security Administration. Your other point, so far the tax cut isn't doing much for the economy. But it is hurting the U.S. on the debt side. Dear John, I'm writing to you for some advice. A few Sundays ago, I noticed a letter to you regarding the mortgage company Mr. Cooper. Right now I have it, as my servicer, not by choice. I started with Bank of America, then NationStar and now Mr. Cooper. I am delinquent on my mortgage, and I am trying to work it out with Mr. Cooper. 4 years ago, I retired from the NYPD, and I now have another full-time job. I would love to stay in my house, but I can't seem to get anywhere with Mr. Cooper. Thank you, and I hope to hear from you. VC. Dear VC, I have absolutely no advice. But I did get in touch with Mr. Cooper, and your mortgage modification is all set. Your new mortgage will start next month. A spokesman for Mr. Cooper said, "We wanted to let you know that we've spoken with your reader and resolved his issue. Thank you again for reaching out. You confirmed in an email to me that your deal is set, saying, I just wanted to thank you for reaching out to them for me because yesterday I got a call from Mr. Cooper regarding a modification to begin June 1st. Thanks, again I really appreciate it. We can't have a former NYPD officer getting kicked out of his home. Glad it worked out."